Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. It's Rad. Just give me a second here. And yeah, Merry Christmas to all of you. Happy Hanukkah. Uh, I think that the Muslims are celebrating Bayram, so happy one to you as well. And tonight we're gonna take a look into the full moon in Cancer, which is taking place from today. Hold on a second. So it's 26th. Yep, it's today, half an hour ago actually. The moon went full in Cancer half an hour ago, and it's gonna be that way, or rather, like the whole transit is up until the 11th of January, 7 a.m. at the morning. The moon will be new at the sign of Capricorn. So it's a forecast for roughly a couple of weeks. And the first thing that I'm going to do, as usual, that will be the collective reading. And before I start with this one, just hopefully you're patient with me, because I do have a bit of a code here running, it seems. And the cards for the collective you can see on the thumbnail, but I'm going to show them to you anyway. So the first one, that is the Three of Wands, followed by the second card, which is the Two of Cups. And then the third card we have, that is going to be the Hierophant. The fourth card, we do have the Magician. And the third card, the fifth card, I'm sorry, not the third, but the fifth card, that will be the Ace of Pentacles. Merry Christmas, Taco. Merry Christmas, New Zealand. Maybe so, Taco, but I don't have such a thing on my hands right now. So I'm drinking some kind of a concocted tea my mother does. I don't know what she does it from, but it's kind of like surprisingly tasty. So this period, that's immediately with that Two of Cups on the second position, that pretty much emphasize things on a personal level rather than on the collective, rather than on a relationship kind of level. In fact, with that Two of Cups being into the second position, relationships are going to pretty much, can I put it into words, take off things. Let's put it that way, because the thing it is that throughout this transit, it will be the theme of it is going to be about establishing patterns. It will be about establishing foundations. It will be about setting up ourselves for a greater things afterwards. And when the more people are involved, the harder is going to be the pattern to click, the harder is going to be the foundation to be stable, the harder is going to be the setup overall, because more people, generally, you know, more things that we need to live up to, more criterias, everybody needs to be happy, and so on and so forth. And this transit itself, okay, like I said, this is more like a preparation for a great things to come. We need to focus on how we do things rather than what's gonna get into the end. For example, you know, you have an idea for, I don't know, make a painting. That is just for example. And what you need to focus on, it is how you're going to make the painting rather than how the painting is going to turn out at the very end. My point it is that we need to focus on the process and make the process as best as we can, rather than to assess the process based on the results at the end, because no matter what, if we are conscientious when it comes to the process itself, the results are going to find us nonetheless. And the best example I can give for that, it is pretty much business. That is when you work for your name rather than for the money at first, because when you build your name, money are going to find you on their own accord afterwards. And through that, we are going to, all of us are going to build our own corner into the world. We are going to build our own, it could be for some could be just a sliver, for others it could be a chunk, for third it could be a freaking slab of independence and sovereignty, and through it there are going to be so many opportunities afterwards to further our goal, and that goal now could be a relationship wise. So that is the collective reading. A few notes about the show before I move forward, guys. There are gonna be 12 readings like this one, one for each star sign, and I'm gonna start with Aries. I'm gonna end up with a Pisces, but bear in mind that these are a star sign readings. So based on how strong one sign is, your natal chart, where your sun is, where your rising is, and where your moon is, those readings are going to influence you in a different way, but they're not your personal readings. So if you do wish to have personal reading with me, you can always go to my website, which link you're going to find in the description down below, and there at the very front page you're going to see the full list of my services and as well their pricing. And if you do enjoy the show and you do wish to support us either via Super Chat or PayPal, which again, link you will find in the description down below, you're going to have your reading at the end of the stream. That's pretty much guaranteed. Just like Yasmin, Taco, and News Devon. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Let me put you into the list. All right. Okay, Aries go first, or goes first, and you can see which star sign I'm reading for by observing the glyph being here. All right, Six of Cups for Aries, first card, followed by the Eight of Cups, which is second. Moving on next, that will be the Sun. Fourth one, we do have the Lovers. And the fifth one, that will be the Nine of Swords. Just give me a moment. I don't know if you're gonna like this, guys, but this this transit of the moon, it's all about making peace with, what is around, making peace with what you have, making peace with the situation you're finding yourself into, because when you do so, you're going to see that the things are not as, let's say, as bad as you may think they are, or they're not as um, indomitable as you may think they are. And once you do accept the state you are in, whether career wise or whether relationship wise, and that is your own personal state, that is, once you do once you do accept it, um just the whole process and things are gonna run so much more smoother and so much more easier in it, either career wise or either relationship wise, and there are gonna be so much worries being omitted from your mind, so to speak. You know, you may worry for one thing or another, and once you do accept your situation, you know, screw it, you're not gonna worry for that particular turnout or that particular result anymore. And from there on, moving forward in this particular field that you may think to abandon, because this is where that reading takes place, or rather like this influence takes place, at the place or at the field that you think to abandon, because it is not turning out as good as you may think, or as you might think it would have turned out. And so once you do so, you're going to start feeling again joy and satisfaction from it for what it is, because, you know, unfortunately, for what those cards are suggesting is that you do had unrealistic expectations, whether they had been planted there or you just daydreamed about the whole endeavor. So in an unusual way, your day are going to become, or day-to-day routine is going to become more brighter in the next couple of weeks. So next star sign, that is going to be Taurus. Five of Swords, Queen of Cups, Ace of Wands, Knight of Cups, the Magician. To the Queen of Wands, we do have Three of Swords. So that is the elemental dignity of that particular person or organization, because it could be organization here. Okay. And it's a individual that, I don't know how to say it in English, so I'm going to use that term losing faith in, but this may not be what I am trying to say. Now, the bottom line here is that within this transit of the moon, next couple of weeks, you are going to grow to really want to do something or be somewhere or go with someone. It's just a goal will emerge, okay, for you, and you will really want to do it. And this person or that organization is not going to believe in you, whether that you have what it takes to make it, or whether that you are going to be happy when it when it takes place, okay, when it materializes, was my thought. And it's just that could be a helping hand or a source of resources that you may have expected to have at your disposal, but alas, they are not going to be there because again, they don't believe whether in you or whether in the goal or whether in the whole process. So you gotta do it by yourself, and you will surprise yourself. You will surprise them. You will surprise everyone because if you are tenacious enough, you're gonna get there. Okay, so whatever the goal, it will be accomplished. And this goal, it's just is going to bolster your arsenal because how can I put it into words? For example, it may uh, uncover a skill you have that you had no idea of, or a talent, or just something that you can do that you do had no idea of being able to do it. And the thing that you're going to learn here, Taurus, it is that if you do want to do something well, if you do want to have something for yourself, you got to do it yourself. You can't rely on anyone else because, anyone looks things from their own perspective and from their own well-being and wellness and goodness, so to speak. Gemini. The Empress. Seven of Cups. Two of Cups. Four of Cups. Knight of Cups. Gemini. For the Knight of Cups, we have King of Wands, and now I do understand the Seven of Cups. So it's a transit where you are going to forge an alliance, whether that is an intimate alliance or whether that is a business alliance or just a really, really good friendship. It's besides the point, but you are going to forge an alliance. And I think it is that this alliance or let's call it relationship rather than alliance. So this relationship will start requiring from you a little bit more from one thing or another. For example, being a little bit more emotional or being a little bit more initiative, having a little bit more resolve. It is just a little bit more. And you are gonna like that. Okay, you're gonna like that, and this is going to be like a starter. You start your car and now your car is working, hopefully, like a well-oiled machine. And so while this alliance or relationship pushes you to perform a little bit better, it's gonna snowball, and that little bit is going to become more and more and more, and it will be even more than enough for the person that you're going to have that relationship with or alliance with. And that's the moment where you need to know where to put the brakes, because for them will become more than they wanted, or for that organization, because it could be such, it will become a more that they have wanted and a little bit more ambitious that they like. And that could, again, ruin things around. So once you are in I put it into words, in a good place with them in terms of alliance and in terms of relationship, put the brakes, hold down your horses, and just plan the future. That is literally what the cards are saying, because it's within this 2 weeks you will have to decide what this thing is going to be. It's going to be friendship, it's going to be business partnership, it's going to be for example, an intimate relationship. You get to decide, and this decision needs to be taken in a calm and, how can I put it into words, objective environment, okay, rather than emotional or passionate one, because it's going to carry on maybe for a lifetime. Hello, Anna. Welcome to the stream. Right. So that was Gemini. Cancer next. Two of Wands. Ace of Swords. Ace of Wands. The Wheel of Fortune. Four of Wands. Hello, Cosmic. Well, I think that was a couple of years ago or so. YouTube had maybe trouble or a problem. I don't know how to put it into words, but many creators, it didn't came to my attention, but many creators were complaining that it is randomly unsubscribing people from their channels. I don't know if that's true or not. This is just what some creators are saying. So maybe that's what happened. You have subscribed and something happened throughout the way and it ended up being unsubscribed. Anyway, back to Cancer here. Oh my God. All right. So what happens is that within these couple of days, I think the lawyers call it silver bullet. The thing that cracks the whole case open, right? The thing that cracks the whole situation open, and it just puts you on the front seat. So that could be the opportunity you require, it could be the way out you need, it could be, I don't know, the asset that it is that it is essential. But bottom line is that this is going to be the piece that fits perfectly into the puzzle that will allow you to finalize the damn thing, to finalize the partnership, to finalize the deal, to finalize the project, to kind of like finalize the proposition, whatever the case. And when it comes about, when this, whether an idea, an asset, a helping hand, an opportunity shows up, you keep quiet, okay? Do not brag about it, because as soon as you do so, it's gone. So you keep quiet, you keep it in secret, and only when the time is right, because you are going to know when the time is right, and you execute it. This is when, you let the world know that you had that ace of spades in your sleeve. So yeah, you are going to hold aces here, Cancer, and don't flush them out before the time is nigh or even right. That's what we have. And yeah, this is a period of time for you, Cancer, where all of a sudden life is gonna take a super positive turn, and it's very important that you are discreet about it. All right. Leo. Eight of Swords. Three of Pentacles. The Chariot. Six of Swords. Five of Wands. Thank you, Anna. Thank you for the 20. The end of the stream, you're going to have your personalized reading for the full moon in Cancer. There. All right, for Leo, it will be a bit of a disappointing transit because one of the two things is going to happen, guys. You may have a super brilliant idea about something, whether for work or whether, you know, for some kind of a social event, whatever the case, and super excited. You will try to share it, you will try to display it, and it just, people are not gonna see it your way. Okay, they're just not gonna see it your way. And so the support you are expecting from them, it's very unlikely to come about. So at the end of the day, you will have to roll up your own sleeves and do it yourself. And this, the point here is that just because people do not believe in your idea or in what you are trying to create, it doesn't mean that it sucks. It means that just they don't see it. So you will have to be solo. I don't know how to put it into words. Do it solo this particular period of time for the next couple of weeks, and you should definitely not abandon whatever wishes or whatever dreams you do have. And additionally to it, there will be some conflicts about it. Okay, there will be some conflicts about it, but these conflicts actually are going to be benign for you, and not just only benign but also productive, because throughout those conflicts, actually the idea of how things are going to work out is going to be born. So bottom line here, guys, is do not be afraid to make steps you thought only collective can do, because it's not only the collective, you alone can do it. And at the end of the day, when the wish come true, you will be the only, or rather like the solo recipient from the gifts that is going to provide. All right, so that is for you, Leo. Moving next, we do have Virgo. The Chariot. The Tower. Ten of Cups. Death. Queen of Swords. And to the Queen of Swords, we do have Two of Pentacles. It's almost like apprenticeship. You know, when, for example, I felt like this in my maths classes, okay? It's just I didn't understand anything. I can learn the algorithm, okay? How I can solve whatever the equation uh, or whatever the task, but why it's just I could never understand why that's the case, right? And that's something you will experience throughout this transit. My point it is that there will be a procedure, an endeavor that you will have to do it, okay? But you won't just at the start. How can I put it into words? You wouldn't be great about it. It will be difficult. It will be more of a hassle than you may think it's worth it and whatnot. And so you will have the idea to just, go away. It's like you will have the idea to not just only not go away, but rather like a walk away from the whole thing. It's like signing up in university, seeing that it is more tough and more difficult than you may thought, and just cut 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 short your education, which is going to be a big mistake. And you're going to have that person or organization there which is going to pretty much, I'm saying tell you, but it may be through different means, that is what everybody goes through when it is undertaking that particular process. It could be also a treatment now that I think of, okay? You have signed up for a treatment, whether psychological or physical, and you see that it's a tough thing, and it's just, you may think that you don't have what it takes in you to go through whole thing, but you do, because everybody goes through that thing, that it is within the framework of this particular treatment or whatever case, okay? And so, my friends, um, this full moon in Cancer, you're gonna learn that you do have it in you, okay? You do have it in you to undergo the treatment, to uh, solve the puzzle, whatever the case, okay, or to endure whatever the ordeal, and so on and so forth. But the thing it is that the circumstances bends you. You do not bend the circumstances around you. Ah, I do apologize. Within the next couple of weeks. So you gnash your teeth and just power forward. That's the solution, at least according to these cards. And it may sound kind of cliche, but for some of you, it's also going to be, how can I put it into words, a wake up call to learn to appraise what you already have. Thank you, Renee. Merry Christmas to you too. All right, next, Libra. Ah, I forgot your name, astrology. It was me. Let me check it out. It doesn't show it here. Thank you for the 20. You're in the list. and you're gonna have your personalized reading at the end of the stream. All right, so Libra, first card for, oops, oh my god, what in the world? Okay. Shall I say, yeah, it was on the tip of my tongue, but I just didn't want to butcher it. So Libra, the Hierophant. Next it is the Air of Wands. Third one, Five of Pentacles. Here, Five of Pentacles. Fourth one, that will be the Eight of Cups. And fifth one, we do have the Tower. Yeah. So it's a saving grace. It's the best way how I can describe it. That is when you know a thing is falling apart, and can I put it into words? It's just problematic. It doesn't have to fall apart. It's problematic. Okay. Say, I don't know, your relationship is giving you a headache, or your job is giving you a headache, or maybe just a friendship is giving you a headache. And the next couple of weeks will be the period where you are gonna fit it just so that it doesn't give you a headache anymore. Okay. And the good thing it is that it's going to be according to, I put it into words, to your updated standards. And I'm saying updated standards because these cards are also giving a hint that for one or another reason, your lifestyle is going to undergo a certain change. For some of you, it could be a big one. For others, it could be just a tiny one. But that is exactly what was needed in order what you gives you a headache and difficulties not to do so anymore. And so for one or another reason here, Libra, your life will become a much more easier for what those cards are showing up here, moving forward. And as I mentioned, moving forward, it does look like that forward holds a super bright perspectives for you. So the future is going to be very, very bright according to these cards, at the very least. Just don't steadfasted. I don't know how to put it into words. It's going to be very important to do rather a slow and steady progression instead of a sudden and rapid one. I don't know why those cards are putting it here. The hint that they're giving it is that if you go for a rapid progression, there is a huge chance that you may involve yourself into aspects, things, projects, people that you are either not ready for or they're just not for you. And therefore, suffer failure, losses, etc. So take it slow, guys. All right, next, Scorpio. Five of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles. Five of Cups. so morbid. I could even say macabre of cards. Seven of Swords. And the Magician at the end. All right, so next couple of weeks, we are gonna come to understand what was the fourth card here. Seven of Swords. Yeah. We're gonna come to understand that whatever the aim, it can work. And I'm talking about a personal aim, something that does not involve other people. That could be an aim within work or an aim within the framework of our lifestyle. It could be that, you know, you may aim to start working out, or you may aim to improve your diet, or improve your day-to-day routine. This is about a personal aim, and it can work out, but it will require more, and that is an understanding that we are gonna come into in the next couple of weeks. Whether we give more or not, it is entirely up to you, but entirely up to us, because I am Scorpio as well. But according to these cards, it's gonna be highly worth it. I mean, these cards are advising us that we should give more to it, invest more from ourselves into it, more time, more dedication, more devotion, discipline as well, because again, we're talking about a personal lifestyle more than anything else. And that's pretty much what we do have here, because with the Seven of Swords at the fourth position, guys, if we don't do it, no one else is gonna do it for us. Even if someone else wants to do it, they just can't change our lifestyle. We have to do it ourselves. So this is a life-changing transit, but only if we do want to do it, and if we do have what it takes to invest in that, a personal transformation, a lifestyle transformation. All right, next, Sagittarius. Eight of Swords, Seven of Wands, Seven of Pentacles, Four of Swords, Two of Swords. All right, a moment. This is about consulting yourself. Yeah, it's about consulting yourself uh, about the options available going forward. So this is a transit where you will end up being guided through a professional help. That could be your physician, it could be your lawyer, your accountant, whatever the case. Okay, but there is going to be a, I would call it predicament. And under predicament, I mean that at some point within the next couple of weeks, you are gonna feel like you are off topic, you are off place. Okay, whether at work or whether in your personal life. Okay, and when I say professional help, I don't need I don't mean necessarily a licensed professional. Okay, that just could be a person who went through that particular situation many times, for example, and they are very experienced into it. So let's change professional from help to a experienced help, which could be as well a very professional. And for the most part, within the next couple of weeks, Sagittarius, you will kind of like um, lead those profound deliberation with that faithful companion. And at the end of it, it does look like that you're going to have all angles, right? You will be able to see your predicament from all of the sides, and the right move forward or the right approach or whatever the case is going to be pretty obvious to you, which is going to be an option available that, at least according to these cards, you aren't thinking about right now. Okay, so for you Sagittarius who are thinking that in some sphere of your life you are kind of like with your back against the wall, you don't have any move forward, you do, you're just not thinking about it right now, you're just not seeing it, but you are about to. So just because you feel that you are off place, just because you feel that you are not at the right place with the right people at the right time, it doesn't mean that such place does not exist. You just have to find it again through that experienced guide that you are going to end up with in the next couple of weeks. All right, next, Capricorn. King of Cups, Three of Swords, King of Swords, Knight of Swords, Six of Cups. All right, so there is a conundrum here for you, Capricorn, at least according to these cards. You may be facing it right now, or it's about to come around. And this is a conundrum that will kind of like plague your environment through a proposition or a statement or something like that, which is made in a very, how can I put it into words, a professional way, for a lack of better expression. And these couple of weeks is about finding a solution to that particular conundrum. And at the start is gonna look rather helpless. Okay, like there is no way how this situation, this conundrum, can end up beneficial for you and the rest of the party, right? Or rather like turn out well and simultaneously to be something that is gonna work, or vice versa, to be something that is gonna work and turn out well for you. Because sometimes, guys, you know, things that are working, they are not well for us. I mean, we do not like them, but alas. So that will be the conundrum itself for you, at the very least. How, in the same time, to be something working and to be something you would like to be a part of, and you're gonna find an answer to it, but you will need to kind of like brainstorm it, at least according to these cards. Addressing the situation emotionally here is the least of what you want to do. I mean, I'm not saying that you don't that you don't have to have any emotions, but as the King of Cups, it is the master of them, and it can tame emotions. That is what you need to do as well. And through careful analysis of the conundrum itself, the way through it, the way out of the difficulties through it will be revealed to you, and you're going to reach an answer that in the same time, or rather like simultaneously, is going to make sense, is going to be something logical, is going to work, and go figure, is going to be something you would like to be a part of. So there is a way to remedy or rectify situation that you may not like right now, and this is the time you will find it. Okay, next, Aquarius. Seven of Wands. Knight of Wands. The Emperor. Four of Pentacles. Five of Swords. So it all rides on this final card to the Knight of Wands. We do have Ten of Cups. So you have a collective, well, we all do, okay? But this reading influences a collective enterprise, which could be, for example, your personal relationship or some kind of an enterprise with a friend or with your colleagues, whatever the case. But bottom line here is that at some point in the next couple of weeks, you will be at the verge of making a breakthrough. And this breakthrough, it will be highly disliked and disapproved by the other side of this enterprise, or by your partner, whether intimate partner, with a friend, with a business partner, or with a colleague here with the Knight of Cups, with the Knight of Wands, I'm sorry, with the Ten of Cups, because they will have a completely different, I don't want to say opposite, but in most cases is going to be, but let's put it, a different idea of yours, okay? So for example, if you have an idea to go and travel somewhere, your partner, intimate partner, will have the idea to spend holidays at home, completely opposite one. And well, according to these cards, you will have to twist some hands here, okay? You will have to push some buttons to have it your way, which you should, because within the next couple of weeks, it's, I don't know how to put it into words, it's the period where your character is going to be built. So how you're going to seen from there on moving forward, whether you're going to be seen as a strong character that knows what they want, and they know how to get it done, and they know how to ensure a certain future, or a weak character who is just someone that does what it is told. It's up to you how you're going to present yourself into. But with that Five of Swords, being into the fifth position, that is the moment where you will really need to, how can I put it into words, use leverage, for a lack of better expression here. Pisces. Knight of Cups. Eight of Wands. Four of Swords. Queen of Cups. It's the High Priestess. I'm sorry. It's the Empress of the Cups. And the Nine of Swords that we have here. So for you, Pisces, that will be, I mean, some of you may not even kind of like feel the transit itself. I mean, it may make no difference. That's what I'm trying to say, because according to these cards, nothing is gonna come easy here. Okay, nothing is gonna come on a silver platter. If you want something to be accomplished, something to be made, something to be manifested, you gotta do it yourself from the start to the very, very finish. What's different from the rest of maybe from the rest of the contribution, and I do apologize, and what is the full moon in Cancer attribution to all that is that this time around it's going to be possible. It's going to be possible to reach to the destination, right? All right, to reach to the manifestation, and on top of it, it will last. Okay, so within this time frame, will be possible to, for example, get a job and this job to last, or it's going to be possible to establish relationship and this relationship to last. But you will have to do it again yourself, and you will have to kind of like resort to actions that you may be afraid of taking, or resort to speeches that you may be afraid of saying. All right, so that was for the 12th. And now the super chat readings. So first one, that will be Yasmin's. All right, Yasmin, these are your cards. We have And what is going to come up to your attention, it is that you are not as far as you think you are with a person that is afar. I don't know how to put it into words. That could be someone you're working out with, okay? Or, for example, it could be as well a family member. It is just someone that it is not where you live at. It could be someone from another country. If you are doing business, for example, and business, it is the only thing that comes up to my mind right now. That it may be the issue. It could be as well organization. If you have filed for some kind of a I don't know, documents, in a different state or in a different country, and you may think that you are at the very last stretch, but it turns out that you are just not as far as you think you are. So next couple of weeks is going to be exactly that process, filling the gaps with that thing, whether it could be as well a traveling. You may be trying to set up a traveling, and you think that you're almost done, and it's gonna show up that you are just not as far as you may think you are. And yeah, next couple of weeks is going to be just pulling the plug, filling the plugs. I'm sorry, like managing those missing pieces, okay, and the deficiencies which are making you not being as far as you may think you are. But for what those cards are showing here, Yasmin, although it may be a bit tense, although it may be a bit more dynamic that you would like, you will receive a lot of can I put it into words? If not help, the very least compassion from the people around you, and can I put it into words? You will get results, and it's very likely that by the end of this full moon, you will be almost ready to finalize the whole thing. And here the question is going to be, um, am I gonna quit or not? And you shouldn't, at least according to these cards, because it's very, very possible, although lengthy process, to become the result of it to become something you would really going to like. And that is the main topic for your full moon in Cancer that we do have here. All right, next. D'accord. All right, Taco. Those are your cards. Here, and whether you are going to be made aware of, or these are going to be something brand new. But what those cards are speaking here are some troubles predicaments that will concern your home, your living situation in general. It could be the home you own, or if you are trying to buy one. It just is going to be about your home here, and the resolution of them will require, I will put it that way, involving other people. Um, Can I put it into words? So there are going to be those problems, okay? And in the same time, there are going to be people who can solve those problems. You will know who those people are. And it will be important to allow these people to support you rather than to kind of like take up your pride and try to do it yourself. And for the love of God, for what those cards are showing here, Taco, don't be, how can I put it into words? Well, it's not exactly unreasonable, but it could come to that. Because um, don't do a final word in the next couple of weeks. Okay, always leave a room for a plan B if it needs plan C all the way to a plan Z. We do have that 10 of swords being into the second position, which points exactly that. Being stubborn, whatever said, okay, it has to be that way, and that will not gonna lead to good results, because the 10 of swords is about the irrevocable, can I put it into words? Let's put it that way, results, which are product of irrevocable decision, or let's put it that way, irrevocable actions also. And with the Three of Pentacles, which is at the start of the reading, there will be those who can be able to support you through that, fixing that thing and clearing out these difficulties, because the rest of the cards are showing that if you do allow to be helped, let's put it that way, whether through guidance or whether through physical help in certain way, you can make a very, very serious breakthrough into that matter, and basically receive, not just only receive, but also, yeah, it's receiving rewards and getting recognition for the thing, and in generally making a huge leap on the matter. Okay, so it's very important to allow others as well to get themselves involved into it, others that wants to help you to get themselves involved into it, and that will improve this problem big time. Jasmine, thank you for the 20. Thank you, Jasmine. You're gonna have your reading shortly. All right, next, Anna. You're welcome, Taco. Anna, those are the cards. And that is gonna be a short one because all that these cards are saying, and not just these cards, you know that I'm using another system as well to be a bit more precise. But I think it's about business because the other system shows money, okay? And this full moon in Cancer is gonna be the period whether that you will understand that you are ready to take up on this, say, business partnership and start making money, or it could be that you will come up to understanding that now you do not need that person to support you or that business to support you anymore and withdraw from it. But bottom line here is that you will come to understanding and you're going to learn that now is the time. I am ready to do it. I have prepared myself for a very, very long time for that. Okay. Or I have planned for that very, very long time. And now is the time to do it. And so what have been prepared and planned for a very long time that concerns money on your behalf is going to be initiated, and it should work really, really well. So whether and that will depend on, you know, the situation, whether you have a proposition and you are deliberating should you take it or not, then the cards are saying that you are ready to take it. Or if you are in a partnership and you think to, for example, open your own personal thing, all right, then the cards are saying that you are ready to do it. So it's very variable depending on what situation you are in. But bottom line here is that in the next couple of weeks, you will understand that, you know, you can't set up yourself better than you are right now. So you're ready to do it, and hopefully you will. All right, next, Shauna say. But in either case, Anna, you are on can I put it into words? You're on a verge of reaping a huge financial gains for what we have here. All right, shall I say? Those are cards, and this is like in the novels, in the novels, where, you know, you have that, say, a colleague that irritates you, or a friend that irritates you, or I don't know, a client that irritates you, someone that it always on your toes, right? And whether this person or whether you is gonna come up to understanding that there is a reason for it, and the reason is feelings. Okay, so within this next couple of weeks, and I don't know from which side is going to be, but basically those feelings and hopefully it's from both sides, but those feelings were always there and they were dormant up until this point. And in the next couple of weeks, they will be dormant no longer. So our rivalry is about to blossom and transform into something hopefully beautiful, whether you allow it to do so or not. And it does look like that is going to be shared, and it does look like that it's worth it, at least according to the cards. But whether you think it's worth it or not, that is entirely up to you. And what is going to be a thorn in your heel here, if you do decide to move forward with it, it is that just the circumstances is not going to be, let's put it that way, ideal. Because for what those cards are showing, you know, look at your life like, I don't know, like these jigsaw puzzles, okay? And you have already fitted yours, and that is one more piece too many, okay, that you need to fit now in it. So that's going to be the only trouble. But bottom line here is that it does look like that some dormant feelings for you within the next couple of weeks are going to be awoken. And yeah, I mean, it will come out of nowhere. It will be like a thunder from a clear sky for you, but the sooner you kind of like regain your composure and figure out what to do with it, the better. And the best way to move about it, at least according to these cards, is talk with the person. You know, those feelings emerges for, and have those you know, mature conversations with them, so you get to know how to move forward based on this. But it does look like that's gonna be one love coming your way. Hopefully is not one too many. All right, next, news devon. What's coming my way was per inquiry. So let's check it out. You're welcome, fiance. Those are the cards, news devon, of what's coming your way. Okay. And that is either an invitation that is coming your way, or a document that needs to be not manufactured but produced from your behalf. These are and if they are documents, they are concerning your home, whether the place you rent or whether the place you own. In either case, is gonna be something small. Okay, it's not gonna be a big deal at all. And another version of it, it is that, and I'm sorry if someone, you know, kind of like feels offended, or how can I put it into words? Yeah, offended by this. But if you had abandoned a child back in the days, you will receive a word from them. For example, left a child for adoption or just abandon them in any way, you will receive a word from them. That is another version of looking at it, but that is only if you had abandoned a child. And last but not least, Jasmine. All right, Jasmine, these are your cards. It's a difficult interpretation. That's that looks like no abandoned child. Then it's either a document or an invitation that you're gonna get. News Devon. All right, Jasmine. That is a man we have here. Okay, a man that whether he disappointed you or the circumstances and the situation in between you two were disappointing. One of the two things, I cannot say which one it is, but this man doesn't want things to end, whether business or whether friendship or whether intimate, and would like to find a way how to make the things works. And this is going to be communicated most likely through emails or through letters rather than phone calls, face to face, social media. And what the whole thing is gonna boil down to for you, Jasmine, is that could the things being different? Okay, why did it came to a disappointment at the end of the day? And according to these cards, they couldn't. Okay, so it was as good as it could be, and it could be better into the future. But there is also another thing that you need to know, that that's not going to be the last man there, all right? What I mean it is that even if you do decide not to move forward with that thing that you do have with this man, whether a business relationship or a friendship, or intimate, attraction, it's not going to be the last one. So you should not feel obliged to move forward with it, with him either way. But whichever the field this man is showing up for you, it could present you with so many new experiences, ideas, and in generally, yeah, it's experiences, bottom line here, that we do have. But definitely they wish the things to be better, and they will express that through, again, letters or emails that we have here. So hopefully you are gonna figure it out, both of you. And even if you don't, again, it's not gonna be a big deal. I mean, that's not gonna be the last person on earth. So you can move forward from there. All right, guys. So with that said, Merry Christmas again. Happy celebrations to all of you. And we're going to see each other next time. Until then, bye.